I have to say right now is I'm glad I packed extra underwear. That was the scariest bear encounter I had ever had. What's up, guys? Double G Bassin here, back with another video. And today, we are in Tennessee right now. We just drove from Indiana. We stayed over the night in a hotel. Before I start this video, I just felt like I should show you guys this. This is the cabin that we rented. It's literally like an entire cabin. So you walk in the front door. We got this beautiful wood, just perfect. Full kitchen too, by the way. Dishwasher, stove, oven, all of that. We got the living area right here. Got a TV, a fireplace, and then we come into the bedroom. Yeah, that's a jacuzzi right there. That's right. Got a huge bed. Super nice bathroom. Full shower, sink, all of that good stuff. But that is nothing compared to what I'm about to show you now. Look at this view, boys. You walk out onto this balcony. We're on a mountain right now. And not to mention, we got a hot tub out here. Completely private. Completely private. 2 rocking chairs I'm gonna sip coffee on in the morning. I don't know how it could get any better than this. But tomorrow, I'm gonna get up, head over to the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. And we are gonna try to film some bears tomorrow. And it's spring, it's April 12th right now. So that means that the mama bears are gonna have cubs with them. And one of my goals for this trip is to get a picture of a baby bear, because I've never gotten one before. So that's gonna be the goal tomorrow. Tonight, we're just gonna get settled in, get a meal, and just chill out. It's been a long day of driving. And then tomorrow, I'll see you guys in the Smoky Mountains, baby. Let's do it. All right, guys, so we made it to Smoky Mountain National Park. And right now we're headed over to Cades Cove, I believe it's called. Because right now we're searching for black bears. I got the goal to get a picture of a black bear cub. So that is on my goal list for the trip. I'll keep getting some cool little montage shots of this area. And then hopefully when we get to Cades Cove, there will be a bear there waiting for us. Just enjoy these beautiful mountains. Let's do it. As we drove around Cades Cove with our fingers crossed hoping to see a bear, it didn't take long until we spotted our first one. This bear was still under a year old, but it was still smart enough to stay behind all the brush, not giving me any good photo opportunities. It was still a great experience seeing the first bear of the trip, but we are still after that picture, so let's keep looking. And not even 10 minutes later, we saw this sleepy bear taking a much needed rest up in the tree. And shortly after, we saw our first big black bear of the trip. The only problem was, it was hundreds of yards away walking across the field. So no good photo opportunities for this guy, but still very cool to film him. Well, before we get into this clip, I think I need to explain this a little bit, because this is the scariest bear encounter I've ever had in my entire life. So it started off, I saw the bear that you guys just saw way out in the field. We were filming it, we left, but I had a bad feeling that it was gonna come closer, so we stopped and we walked back. But there was a guy already chasing the bear, so the bear ran away. The guy was halfway down the field, so we were walking back to our car. And while we were walking back, on the right hand side of the road, there is woods right there, like thick pine tree woods, like the thickest woods I've ever seen in my entire life. We were walking, me and my girlfriend Laura, and we heard like 3 or 4 sticks break right next to us, maybe 10 yards in the woods. So we stopped, we looked around, we couldn't see anything. We literally couldn't see anything. So I asked her, I was like, should I go walk in there? See if there's a bear back there or something? And she's like, no, you don't want to chase it off. And so I was like, okay, you're right. So we kept walking until we heard a whistle. So I turned around and there was a guy waving us back over. So me and Laura, we start running back over there because we knew that it was a bear. But how close this bear was and just how big it was is what makes this story just insane. So once we get back over there, we see this huge black bear walking out of the woods. The thing that is freaky about it is me and my girlfriend were just walking there maybe 10 seconds ago when we heard those sticks break 10 yards away from us. That bear watched us walk right past. It could have jumped out and killed me instantly if it wanted to, and there would have been nothing I could have done about it, which is so freaky. But gets worse. So we're watching this bear about 20 yards away, and it crosses the road in front of me. So I cross the road, get behind a tree, and I'm getting some cool pictures of it. All of a sudden, once it gets out into this field, it stops and it looks directly at me. And it turns and it starts walking right at me. Now when I'm looking through my camera lens, the world around me is kind of warped because my lens is a zoom lens. So it's hard to tell through the lens how far away something actually is. So I'm taking pictures of this guy walking at me, and then when I bring it down, I see this bear is within 10 yards of me. Probably way closer than that. That's when I decided I need to get up, and I ran behind the guy's truck. He already had run into his truck when the bear started walking, which I should have done too. I admit I was stupid and irresponsible, honestly, if I'm being honest here. Laura was already back at the car. She was running away once that bear started walking. She took off. So I'm here. I'm right here on this side. The truck's in the middle, and then the bear is right here on the other side of this guy's truck, maybe 5 yards apart. It's insane. So I was freaking out in this moment, honestly, because, you know, it's scary. You can't see where the bear is. You can't see where he is. So I'm thinking to myself, like, this bear's going to come running around this truck and attack me, and I'm not going to be able to do anything. You know, I'm going to have a split second to react. But by then, it's already too late. So the guy, thank you. Again, probably not watching this, but thank you. He started up his truck, and he started driving forward, and he's like, okay, just stay behind the truck. So I followed him behind the truck as he's moving forward, and then the engine running must have scared the bear off because the bear started running away, which is the footage that you will now see. I just had to get that straight because I didn't get a lot of footage there. It was all hectic and crazy, but I did get some very cool photos. So enjoy those, and thank you for listening. Well, folks, all I have to say right now is I'm glad I packed extra underwear. That was the scariest bear encounter I had ever had. Oh, that was incredible and also incredibly scary. But I am just so happy with that moment. That was a moment that I'm never gonna forget for the rest of my entire life. And we can cross that off of the goal list for this trip. So we're just gonna finish this drive out, head back, make some seafood, and celebrate. I hope you guys enjoyed that footage. And on our way out, we ran into a mama bear with 3 cubs. And we got to sit there and watch them for like half an hour and get some really cool and cute footage of them. Enjoy. Now, this bear and her 3 cubs would have just woken up from their winter hibernation. They typically come out of hibernation in late March or April, with males coming out in February. They are opportunistic animals, meaning they will eat whatever is presented to them, whether that's berries, nuts, insects, plants, and meat. They like it all. Now watch as this cub copies its mother and tries to learn how to forage. And despite their size, they are extremely efficient climbers, swimmers, and runners, reaching top speeds of 35 miles per hour. And on top of all that, their sense of smell is 7 times stronger than that of a domestic dog. Now I've gotten all the footage I need, so I think it's time to let these bears enjoy their family dinner in peace. And then we passed another bear taking a nap, but this time he was much higher up in the tree. And just before we exited the park, we saw another mama bear with 2 more cubs. And for the remainder of this video, I'm just going to let you enjoy the beautiful wildlife of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Enjoy. Alright guys, and that is it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. Me and Laura went out on Cherokee Lake with an awesome guide, and we caught some absolutely giant and amazing fish. Some big striped bass, catfish, smallmouth. So stay tuned, and until next time, this is Double G Bassin signing out. Peace!